Howdy folks, welcome back to Roottree Mania, where last time I had to kind of remind myself. Fortunately, I just edited the previous videos, so that was a good reminder. We were working on this family down here, who they were like working in restaurants and such, and there was that whole like metaphorical story about the bread, and I realized while editing that the metaphor may even imply that you, James, might be Guy's child, and then Robert is Stephen's child. Why do I say that? Because there was, like, in that story, where even was that? Oh yeah, we've got loads of new evidence now. Was it? Oh, it's here. So I really think had already prepared buns for the palace ovens. I think she's already pregnant, and because like they also re-met each other. They'd fallen in love previously, and then they re-met each other at the thing where she was there with Guy, so she was dating Guy at the time. That he'd been unable to bake with her. it's definitely all innuendo, isn't it? And then it was like they'd missed their final chance to bake together. In the end, instead of wallowing in the present, the fact that she's having a child with somebody else, they worked together to shape the future. They twisted and entwined their doughs and baked them as one. Thus was born the plaited loaf. Word quickly spread of this new delight. Yeah, that's their second child, I think. I think so. They traveled for 45 years. Yeah, okay. That is how I'm interpreting that. Yeah, and then we never figured out your surname, although I did want to quickly check, because like at the time I was like, because there's something about the Sistine Apple or whatever, and I checked Sistine. Is like Apple a surname? No. Okay. I was thinking, oh, maybe it's worth checking that just in case. Because there's something about them being named after the Sistine... No, like somehow like the Sistine Apple is named after... Like there's nothing at all. Oh, it's Christine. Oh my gosh. I see. Christine, Sistine. Got it. That's where that comes from. Is there like another name that ends in apple or pull? Like maybe your name rhymes. It's like Sistine, Christine, Chapel. Christine. I mean, I could look through. Like, it legitimately might be that. It's like a multi-rhyme, multisyllabic. Although not really. It's that two perfect rhymes next to each other. I didn't see anything, but I might have missed it. Last name. I mean, Clementine's another kind of fruit. So it could be like that. I'm definitely not looking close enough. Hold on. So, yeah. No, you'd say Patel, not Patel. Nah, I don't think so. Sadly. Okay. Alright, well, I still don't know for sure. It might have just been in relation to the Sistine, and the apple is just because it is an apple dish. Okay, anyway, let's, I guess, just follow what the game's given us. We might end up going back around to that stuff anyway. Where do we want to start here? There's this file, company records. Oh, well, there's Clementine. Regina Clementine. Has that name come up? It's only been a week, but I've forgotten everything I was doing. Oh, okay. I think we'll start with company records, sure. Gosh, this is 5 pages long. Oh dear. Oh, this is where it will make clear all the secretaries they've had. Oh, and they might even, the names just might show up here. You're given some partial staff records cross-referenced by Sam Madsen. These records are based on old tax mailing information that only detail the employees that work directly for Roottree or in their corporate office. The many labourers on their farms and in their factories are not listed. You're not sure how helpful it will be, except for cross-referencing guys' secretaries and visits overseas. Spider-searching people just because they are listed in these books will likely be time-consuming and a waste of your time. Okay, thanks for directing me away from that. Although you've also directed me to search all of the powerful men in this family, which is like a lot to make me do as well. You're saying that's not a waste of my time? Okay, Zach Morden, Special Management, Ernest Madsen Jr. Oh, these are at different periods of time. Okay. Office staff. Edward Roottree, Lloyd Carpenter, Carl Monroe. Okay, a lot of these names is not going to be relevant. Secretaries. We've got two surnames we're looking for actually, don't we? Joanna and Christine. Were they both? Yeah, they were both secretaries. And you went back to being a secretary, yes, later. I remember that. Okay, this might be good. This will be very good, won't it? Joanna Robertson. Joanna Fellows. That was your married name. Did you get married while working there? That was probably explained. So hold on. Previously, it just says their names. Joanna Robertson. And then, so that was 1975, 1976, 1977. And here it's like listed in order. Oh, I see. Joanna Robertson no longer listed. I mean, I think that probably implies that she got married then. So Joanna Robertson, I think we finally have your surname. Does indeed pay to just keep going with the game and like follow that, like don't necessarily get hung up just trying to figure out one name because it might come up later. And then Christine is who we're looking for. Next. Could it be you? Christine Farrow? Probably, right? If we don't see another Christine. There's no mention of that changing. Oh no, yes there is. Christine Farrow, okay. Christine Farrow. I was scanning over it too quickly. Sadly I don't have your picture though, do I? No, that's the only picture we've got. This is Clementine. There was something about overhearing Beth. Who's Beth? Something like that. Anything else we can gather from this? There's stuff about the farm. John Miller is no longer employed by Roottree. Gwyneth Madsen was hired. Oh, major expenses. Beth Knox, 50-year work anniversary bonus, $50,000. Nice. Do you get however many years? Is that every year you get 51 next time? 52? That'd be pretty good. Zach Morden retirement party, 20,000. Okay. Major expenses none. Raffitudes now lists as office staff. Interesting. As staff. I should read the little intro as well. In 1977, it was announced that Zach would be retiring and Guy would be taking over at the start of 1978. They held a retirement party in November before spending the final month working on the transition. During 1976-1977, the following changes took place. Yep. Oh, did they just get rid of special management then as a role? I guess so. Alright, Beth Knox was a secretary from the previous year? Yes, okay. She's been there a long time. Is it worth, like, just because they are listed? It says cross-referencing, so that maybe implies they shouldn't just search for the secretaries. Also, secretaries would be unlikely to come up. Although I am kind of curious if, like, we get a picture for Christine if we search for you somewhere. You were in a different place. Here? No. I don't know why you'd come up in any of these, but I'm gonna just do it anyway. What was Picotea? I don't remember. I think that came up recently. I mean, not gonna be in these. Why am I doing it? Okay. I was hoping for a picture. All right, next one. 978 to 979. Guy Hudson took over. Wait, what? I thought that already happened. Oh, it started with 978. Okay. Guy Hudson became special management. I got it. So they didn't change leadership yet until here. Guy Hudson replaces Zach. And yeah, one of the secretaries we've been talking about so far was Zach's secretary and became Guy's. Beatrice Watts and Corrine Schwartz were hired. Juliette McCullen and Doris Mays are no longer employed by Roottree. Lisa Lewis and Valerie Ewing were hired. Okay. Okay, I mean, I'm not going to look them all up until they're relevant. But wait, so Beth? Beth was there for a long time. Who's Beth? You were there for 50 years. Or were you not, and this is fabricated? Like maybe it was a gift and they just had to list it like that to try and get away with it. Ooh, okay, they started spending a lot of money. Christmas tree bash. New Year's Eve ball. Travel expenses. Australia, China, France and Brazil. Okay. That seems relevant. Oh yeah, the caviar, 5 pieces. Then they tried butterscotch. 4th of July spectacular, okay. All the parties started happening. Guy Hudson was a party animal. The volatility continued. Wait, what did it say? Right, okay. Right, Guy. Volatility continued. Many new employees didn't tend to stick around very long. Following changes were recorded. 80 to 81. Okay, I'm not going to look in detail at this. Okay, lots of flavor development. You really want that caviar to happen, don't you? What is Zigwa? No idea. Grandorf Dove donation. I mean, that sounds suspicious. What is that? The Grandorf School for the Deaf, formerly Grandorf Dove, is located about an hour from where the Rootrees offices used to be in Butler County. I probably have just opened up a Pandora's box over here, haven't I? Should we save that for later? I think I'm gonna save that for later. Guy Hudson, yeah, okay, we are definitely saving that for later. Let's try not to forget. I mean, I could just do this so I don't forget. I mean, where did I just see that? I saw it here. Highlights. Not there though. How do I do this again? Reorder? Drag to there. Why can't I just drag anyway? Why do I have to click a reorder thing? Like, I guess you can select. I think what would be nice, I think possibly what I would have done is like had a little, you know, the like drag things here. So you click on that and drag it to move it in the list, or click on that and drag it to move it to the thing. Not have, like have a separate mode for doing it. Okay, we've got that written down. I think we'll be led to that via other leads as well. Led via a lead, that is what leads do. Guy Hudson died in May of 1982. It was a car crash, right? So the first few months of that year continued along the same pattern as they had been. Things quickly changed when Ernie took over. Most of the extraneous expenses ended, and all the secretaries, most handpicked by Guy Hudson, were let go. Sam Madsen left Roottree in 1984, so this is the last set of books you have access to. Okay, Carl Roottree joins the special management. Susan Ford is no longer employed. No change, no change. Okay, these names are all going to come up, aren't they? Cancelled, 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 cancelled. Okay, cool. And cancelled after 5 months because it was in May that he died. I'm surprised they did it so quickly. Roots clothing reimbursements. Interesting. $1 million reimbursements. What's the context there? It was your partner that started Roots Clothing, if I remember correctly. That probably already should make sense to me. I just don't remember the context behind it. Company records, 34, sure. Okay, other things. Regina Clementine email. To genealogy genie at prodigy.us. From 6 pieces. Okay, this is all the information I have about Regina Clementine, Nee Salazar, from New Orleans. Do you say Nee? Maiden name. From New Orleans, Louisiana, and her husband Stuart Clementine. Okay, well, this is handy. I've got lots of names there. She wrote me about a month ago. I hate that Americanism. She wrote to me. She wrote to me about a month ago. Apparently the Roottree lawyers went after her since then. By the time I... Wait, hold on. What's going on? From 6 pieces to genealogy genie. This is all the information I have about Regina Clementine. Okay, so this is just somebody doing research. Who is it? Oh, it's Sam. Okay. From New Orleans, Louisiana, husband Stuart Clementine. She wrote me about a month ago. Apparently the Roottree lawyers went after her since then. By the time I received her letter and called her, she told me she couldn't cooperate anymore. This is probably stuff that Sam said when she knocked on the door last time. I don't remember. Her husband, who is a police officer and never knew his father, told her he thought he might be a Roottree, but he's estranged from his family and didn't want to pursue it because he had no proof. She wrote to me behind his back. Normally I wouldn't be so sure, but she had some pretty credible facts. Some of it I've been able to confirm. Stuart's mother was named Mary-Beth Clementine. Okay, Mary-Beth. So the Beth might be a different person then. There's 2 Beths. She was pretty well known in the 30s to 50s, a singer who went on tour to a lot of churches. So hold on, Stuart's mother was Mary-Beth. Didn't know his father though, okay. To a lot of churches, okay. You can look her up online and she was a pretty big proponent of adoption. Okay. I know for a fact that she came to Butler County a few times. I remember her from when I was younger. And Regina said that Stuart told her that they always seem to spend a lot of time at the Miracle Church. Of course they did. She sent me a photo to prove that she's who she says she is. I've attached it to this email. So I met on 6 pieces. I'm wrapping up, so this is your signature. Please consider saving a tree and not printing this email. Didn't you print it and send it to me? Okay, so this will be her. Photo was given to you by Sam Madsen, a woman named Regina not Regina, but the mother of the husband. Came to her and claimed that her husband has confessed he thinks he's a Roottree, so one of these two probably. The details of this case can be found in your evidence. Stuart is the older boy wearing a vest. The woman in the photo is Mary-Beth Clementine, a singer who may have had an affair with Miracle Roottree. Okay. She's a proponent of adoption. I wonder if she just adopted Stuart. So not there, because that's 2 people from the original tree. So it's one of these 2. Holy moly. Infidelity. Split up. So we're expecting the child to have a partner, who is this other Clementine. Regina. adoption. Interesting. That seems likely then? Although, hold on, what we're saying is that you are the singer who's a big proponent of adoption. So, no, not necessarily. Okay. I mean, I still don't love it as a game mechanic, but we have your photo, so it's going to be you. Is that true? No, hold on. We have Stuart's photo, which also tells us the thing. Because it would be here, but Stuart's doesn't have a picture. No, wait, but Stuart's the child, so Stuart would be the main photo. Do we have a photo of the other one? Regina? I don't think so. Okay, so I still don't know exactly which one it falls into. I think if I did a bit more research, it would be clear. And I think that research begins by searching for you. No, not you. The other one. Sorry, getting mixed up. Mary-Beth, Clementine. The other thing was about who's Beth. That was in the 6 pieces thing, right? Who's Beth? From the factory in Brazil. Someone also says her son Ernie once asked her, who's Beth? Because he overheard them yelling about someone with that name. Elizabeth. A different Elizabeth than the supervisor from the farm, but she never met her. The Beth who's at least 50 years old? Possibly. Or Mary-Beth. Maybe you just say that. There are 2 kids here. Does that imply... I mean, you don't say it, but are they brothers? Who are you? Are you... Oh, you're probably the husband? No, sorry. Oh my gosh, I'm getting confused. You are the husband. You're just a kid. You're the husband. And you're married to, what's her face, Regina. And you're in the background. Oh, you might be one of the Roottrees. You're not Miracle though, right? Because Miracle is always wearing sunglasses. Also, I don't think that would make sense. I think that's just your partner, which maybe implies, don't love it, that it is here, and that is you. I think that is my best guess right now, which does go against the idea of this adoption being related to the fact that you were a proponent of adoption. But I think that is what's going on here. I don't have to put it in. Like I know I could. I'm gonna wait a moment. I can just remember that for now. So yeah, current guess is this one. So let's look up you. What? Are we gonna get another song to listen to? Mary-Beth Clementine was the singer most popular in the years between 1942 and 1959. I think we need to set up a new page here. Here. We'll call this. Wait, select it. There we go. Cool. Mary-Beth Clementine was the singer most popular in the... Let's make a note of this just because it'll take me back to this page. It'll be kind of handy as a reference. 1942 and 1959, she travelled around the country performing at churches. Her repertoire was a mix of religious and popular songs. And although she recorded a few records, they seemed lost to time. The only one you find mentioned was a cover of He's Got the Whole World in His Hands. Classic. Tune. Listen to the label New Edisons. That's something to search as well. Let's just make notes for now. Let's make notes of them separately. I mean, searching for that will probably just come up with the the song in general. One thing Mary-Beth was known for was her adoptions. She's listed on many sites that mention adoption and the history of adoption. She adopted 2 children in the late 1940s, Stuart and Mark. Okay. Maybe it's a cover. She also spoke as an advocate for the benefits of adoption in front of the United States Congress in 1949, who were convening to debate and discuss the then recent first adoption of an African-American child to a white family in the United States. She was specifically there to detail her experience going through the system to adopt Stuart. Her other son was adopted later, and according to a single line on one adoption site, under unusual circumstances. Okay. So maybe only the younger son is actually Miracle's child? In 1959, it surfaced that Mary-Beth had been twice divorced, both times to her manager Sterling. New Edison, okay. This ended her career with the religious audience she had been catering to, and while she performed occasionally since then, she mostly faded into obscurity. Mary-Beth passed away in 1994 at the age of 76 of a stroke. Okay. Alright. Make a note of that. But that might come up from this. Let's search each of these. Don't expect this will lead to something specific. Yeah, okay. So let's search for this instead. This is your label. Okay. Is this where Sterling worked, or was your manager separate? New Edison was a small record label based in Los Angeles. They existed for a few years in the 40s. It raced to release cover records of songs that were gaining popularity. According to a website about the history of recorded sound, it was named after its founder, Sterling Edison. There we go. Its biggest claim to fame is being sued by the estate of Thomas Edison in Edison Records versus Edsel. Edsel. You also find a few references to New Edison and Mary-Beth Clementine on sites about old records. One collector says that the Holy Grail is a re-release of the Old Rugged Cross, and says that the first edition was originally published before she legally changed her name. Okay. So if I can get that first edition, I'll get her original name, I guess. Another site claims that the police had to be called to New Edison Records after its owner Sterling Edison got in a physical altercation in public, leading to a divorce. There are no cited sources or evidence, and the site's content seems user-submitted. There's an email address at the bottom and the phrase, "Send me your stories about old Hollywood," and I'll add them to the page. Can I not look up the email address? I mean, maybe searching for that case would come up with something. I mean, probably this is the main thing to do, though. So hold on. This is... you were having an affair with your manager. This is your manager. Oh, so that doesn't come with anything new. But don't we have a periodical that's kind of related? Seems that New Edison Records and Modern Music Monthly had quite a lot of overlap. There are countless advertisements for various covers of popular songs, and they all start to blend together. When you scan the results for anything other than advertisement, you do find a very brief blurb from when New Edison was sued by Edison Records. By the time the magazine had covered it, it seems like the lawsuit was settled out of court and New Edison was destined to shut down. The owner, who went by Sterling Edison, said he'd likely create a new record company. There's no evidence anywhere that he did, and that was the last mention of it in MMM, okay? Then I want to go to this. Edison Records was one of the first record labels named after Thomas Edison. The history of the company seems very unimportant except for potentially a lawsuit they filed in 1949, Edison Records versus Edsel. A website about lawsuits mentions that this as a fun case because the name of the lawsuit was actually the biggest problem for the person being sued. A record producer who called himself Edison was immediately outed as not actually being named Edison. Oh my gosh, I'm getting so lost in this. Edsel was a German. Edsel was a German last name, and at the time of the founding of the company, the US was at war with Germany. The company's founder immediately settled to try to get the case to go away, but the damage was done. Okay, so you were suing whatever it was called, New Edison, but almost despite them, you used the original name. So so this is another affair you've had that is potentially separate to. Wait, what? I'm confused, like how this is going to even be in this tree at all. I mean, that was an affair, wasn't it? You had a child called Stuart who's married to Regina, which is almost certainly going to be this one. Well, no, I say that. I don't know that for certain. This is potentially your... Were you married? No, you weren't married. Wait, let me go back to that. Oh, yes, you were married. For some reason, I internalized that as you had an affair with your manager Sterling. Okay. So yes, you were. Okay, so that does mean it's going to be this one, if we're using the tree structure. So your actual name is Edsel. No, not Edson. Wait, what? Oh, that's first name. Like, for some reason when... Oh, I guess it's because the names are written the other way around. Yeah, I'm expecting last name to be on the left. First name is... oh, gosh. I've literally just forgotten. Something Sterling. Edsel. Okay. And then your name is... Mary-Beth. Your original name, I don't think we had it. We had a thing to look up to get it. You were a musician. And then you are Miracle. And you are a preacher. And then, okay, I think it makes sense that your manager would be next to you. And you had two kids, Stuart. Did we get an occupation for you, Stuart? In this case, it is Clementine. And you are Regina Clementine. The other kid, did we get a name for yet? I'm not sure we did. Let's go back a little bit to this. Regina, oh, sorry, yes, you were Salazar. Yep, okay. Salazar. Who is a police officer? Okay. Like, it is really hard to read so much text and not make mistakes in reading it, because I totally interpreted I didn't interpret it at the time, but I internalized it as his father was a police officer. No, he's a police officer. Police. Okay. Very young policeman, but sure. And then... Oh, we've got a picture for you. We just don't know your name, but I think that's going to come up. A picture for you as well. I don't think we got your name, though, did we? Her other son. So there was this. The Old Rugged Cross is a popular hymn that has been covered by many artists. You won't find much relevant information about it online. Yeah, okay. I don't know that one, but sure. First edition. Like, is there something I could find that in? Well, this seems unlikely. Why did that not search? Why did it not copy? The Old Rugged Cross. Oh. Mary-Beth Clementine released the Old Rugged Cross for New Edison. It was advertised quite a few times. When it was first reviewed by the magazine, however, it listed the artist as Mary-Beth Quaker. Okay, I was not expecting that to actually bring it up. Quaker. I think I have... did these get confirmed? I can't remember. Did it do it for Guy? Yes, it did. Okay, so this... Oh, I don't know if it's 3. No, it's... Wait, do I have to do... No, okay. 4 it will do. Okay. Quaker. Okay. I don't think there'll be any surprises here. Yep. Anything didn't get confirmed for you because I don't know your occupation. It's interesting that we're digging deeper into this. I guess that might be to do with the suspicious circumstances or unusual circumstances or whatever it was. Nothing didn't get confirmed. We might be able to find out more information about you through the company records. Okay. That is going pretty well. Neat. Alright, so let's just keep... I guess keep trying to dig into this to get deeper in here, because like we don't have anything that's going to like suddenly give us a bunch of extra evidence, unless there's just a thing I haven't searched yet from my notes. We'll just keep digging and see where it leads, because I think we have to stick with this for now. I guess we could also search some secretaries if we get stumped on this, but we shall see. Alright, see you next time, folks. Goodbye.